everyone. Can you all hear me? Let me know if you can hear me because I'm using the computer thing. Thomas, it's not about when. You just don't care about it. Whenever. That's the attitude. The when is going to put you out by anticipating, waiting, gauging how many times it shows up now. Is it better than before? Then it causes you to pay more attention to what you actually don't want to pay attention to. So don't worry about the length. Sometimes 2 years, sometimes a year, sometimes 6 months, sometimes 2 months, sometimes a week. Depends because it's not something that you're in control of. It's the brain. It's going into a malfunctioning glitch. So you would have to do what we've talked about until it actually falls back into the default setting. So don't worry about it. Yeah. This is what your reaction should actually be to this particular question, because that's exactly what it deserves. Uh, Joe Baca says, first of all, don't forget, guys, let me know your age, gender, where you're tuning in from. And I'll get back to you as soon as I have that. Joe. Miyamoto is here. Hello there. Male 18 from India. Thank you for that. Mm, yeah, Thomas. That's normal when you're going through HOCD. Sometimes it makes you think that way. Joao is male 18 from Brazil. Yeah. And Joao, it says, I'm very confused because I have constant intrusive images of males' private parts in my mouth. what did you what, what did you want HOCD suggest? It's HOCD. It's opposite of what you are, your inclination, your preferences, your gender, and all that. It's whatever HOCD is hitting you with, it's always indication of your gender inclination is opposite of what the suggestions are. So that's actually a very welcoming uh, disorder. Just trying to tell you that because you're so diehard heterosexual, it's going to hit you opposite that. If you were not heterosexual, it would hit you with thoughts of heterosexuality, because that's what the glitch in the brain for HOCD, OCD subset, translates to. And so he continues and says, mm, are constant intrusive images of male private parts in my mouth. And even if I try to get them out of my head, they are still there. And I feel like I like the thought. Yeah, that feeling like you like the thought is also coming from the disorder brain, OCD, HOCD brain. malfunctioning brain. You see, when the brain is malfunctioning and giving you all these suggestions that are not in line with your inclination and with your values, the same malfunctioning brain is giving you other suggestions and opinions about what it has suggested already. So naturally, that what it tells you that makes you feel you like it is also the work of the malfunctioning HOCD brain. So who cares whether it's intrusive thought or whether it's a thought of you thinking about what the intrusive thought is, whether it's about you liking it or whatnot. It's all part of the same malfunction production of the brain, which is hit by the OCD subset HOCD. So again, you don't care. It doesn't matter. You just do what you know you should do, as Dr. Schwartz have explained the 4 steps and the teachings of Dr. Jan Rayner, Dr. Phillipson. When you watch their videos, you can gain a lot more information and how this thing is all about and so on and so forth. So it makes no difference what the content of thought or suggestion or interpretation is. It makes no difference. It's all OCD, HOCD brain. So the topics of the intrusive thought is irrelevant. You're focusing on the topic and the type of a thought rather than focusing on that this comes from the disordering, malfunctioning brain. That's all. So the quality is known. Now it doesn't matter what suggestion or what kind of a thought or feeling it might be suggesting, it might be causing or producing. Yeah, there is a way to know, and that way is exactly what is telling you it's not. Why? Because you're asking questions about it. If it was your inclination, your awareness was of the nature that the intrusive thoughts are being suggested by the malfunctioning brain, you wouldn't have any awareness of the contradiction between what the brain is suggesting and what you're all about. You wouldn't make any question here, nothing. It would be just normal to you. But because it is not in line with your values, because it is not what you prefer, therefore you become aware of the contradiction between what the brain is suggesting and what you're all about. And that raises questions, and you ask, how do I know this is that, this is that? How do I know this is that? I have these thoughts and this and that, so forth. It's makes no difference what the thought is. The fact that you have become aware of a contradiction, that tells you that is not your thoughts. Mm. And you have to understand the brain is a independent system. You don't control it, but you always remember you're not the brain and brain is not you. So what it produces, it doesn't define you. It's an organ that it has its own uh, mandates and its own job to do. And like any other organ, it goes bonkers sometime. And then you just got to help it to bring it back to default setting. By the way, I'm sorry I'm in my bed because I'm sick. So I thought, in my weakened condition, as Ferris Bueller would say, I thought I help a few other people before I die. So, so when you're sick, you want to rest, but then you also get bored, unless I fall asleep, which I will. But I thought, we'll have a chat. The ones who are eager to get some questions answered would show up. All right. And Thomas says, I was in the car in my friend when the thought showed up to kiss him. But it was funny. Yes, it is actually a textbook HOCD, intrusive thought suggestion, that it hits almost everyone, because it's the beginning of uh, the whole conjuring up mission that the brain has found, and starts with that. Or you like him, you want to kiss him, go kiss him, and all that. It's, again, the topic doesn't matter. So stop focusing on, was it dick in your mouth, or was it suggestion of go kiss the guy, or you like it, or whatever else it may be. It doesn't matter. It's all irrelevant what the topic is. The fact is that this is coming from the OCD subset, HOCD, malfunctioning brain. That's what you should be focusing on, not what it says, and try to data hunt that, defy that, manage that, destroy that, argue with it, refute it. Oh, just unnecessary, just waste of time and energy. Right, right, Joseph. Right, 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 right. Absolutely. All right. So, is that it? So, are we not actually sending uh, any signals that we are live? Like only three people see it? Thomas says, is it normal in one's life, even if you didn't go through OCD, to just drop in libido complete? Yeah, it happens. Even a hippopotamus sometimes doesn't have any, you know, appetite for sex. We are human beings. We are like any other mammal. I mean, the fact that we are into it every day, it's by itself is so different. It's not like all other animals are into it every day. They have their season. Cows, horses, they have a specific cycle of that they are most interested, especially the mares, female horse. They have a certain cycle that they're most ready to conceive and to have sex. But in most other animals, sex is not how we human beings are using it as well, for pleasure. They're actually just using it for procreation. But we have turned it into something amazing, which is, of course, very pleasant. But that's the whole different story between us and other mammals. Yes, Joao. Yes, you're correct. If the thought is intrusive and unwanted, it is not me. That's right. It's not you. It's the brain creating that and then giving you a suggestion and another intrusive thought that it is yours and you like it, that this is you. You've been in denial. All of that shit is what is conjures up what the brain does when it's going into this kind of a shift. And says, doesn't matter what they make me feel. That's right. It doesn't matter. It's all just bogus malfunction. It's no different than, um, like when you're constipated or when you have diarrhea. Is it your choice? You actually wanted to have a diarrhea? It's exactly like saying it like that. Some bug has gone in there and has created some kind of a abnormality for you. Maybe there are mammals out there that diarrhea is normal for them, but it's not for you. Or if you're constipated, you feel it and you feel, well, that's not what I would consider balance for me. So you become aware of it. Different organs have different malfunctionings, and the brain's malfunction is by creating these thoughts that have no place in your type of values, and but it is the malfunction of the brain. So you need to not care about what the topic or the kind or the effects of it is. focus on the fact that you've become aware that this is something that is not for you and is not in line with your values. So now, what do I do to help myself not to be distracted by all these thoughts that they show up all day long? Then you go on the advice of Dr. Schwartz and advice of other experts and many of the videos that we have produced here, and you educate yourself so you'll be able to manage it in such a way that eventually brain gets rewired and then goes back to its default setting. And if it ever shows up again, you won't panic or you won't be freaking out because you know exactly what it is, how it works. It's a malfunction, it's a disorder, and you know what to do. So it really becomes not an issue anymore. And then you'll be able to have your life knowing that the brain would have, in every human being on earth, intrusive thoughts, one way or another. Some a little bit more focused and more intense. Some comes and goes. Some, it's very periodic. But everybody knows that it's something irregular, not something that they are in line with their values or they're interested in. So they all manage it somehow. Some of them go find education to learn what it is. Some of them, they just ignore it and fight with it and they suffer more. But education always helps to know how to become the mechanic of your own machine and help yourself not to be so affected by these glitches and malfunctions. Yeah, exactly, Thomas. That's exactly as you said. So, okay. I think maybe that should be enough. I can now maybe watch a movie or something, fall asleep, and hope to feel better tomorrow. So, looks like we have no more questions and no more callers, and everybody is fast asleep. But don't you guys forget it, even when I was sick, I came on to hop. So you silly people, go ahead and promote this channel because we are not visible. Nobody finds us. Somehow we are not showing up when someone searches for OCD or HOCD or breakups. We don't show up. We used to show up like maybe 6th or 7th or 12th on the list, but now it goes like 3-4 minutes of scrolling up. I still won't find it. So please promote the channel, share the videos you like on your social media accounts, and help this channel to get more exposure, reach more people, and help more people. All right, it's time for me to say I love you all. Thank you very much for being here, giving the opportunity to share a thing or two with you. I look forward to our next live stream. I look forward to me recovering soon. In the meantime, be good to yourself, and to the others, I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. Subscribe on my channel, visit my channel, and go through the videos that you might be interested in. Mind@seekstruth.com is making it one step away to talk to me one-on-one on Skype and discuss what's concerning you. I'll talk to you soon.